So last week I was in a management training from work. An interesting thing happened when you want to stick around to the end to find out what it was. First of all, an apology for my voice. I've kind of lost my voice, but I should still be fully understandable. So if it disturbs you, I apologize. It is the best I can do. So I was at the training talking with some colleagues, and one of them mentioned that he tried to quit smoking for a few times already. And he was actually at the point where he quit trying to quit smoking. Sounds funny. It is not funny. It just means he literally gave up. And we started talking about the reason that he set for himself, the reason to stop a certain habit. In this case, smoking. His reason only was money. He used to do some vaping, which are those electronic cigarettes, and he liked that. For some reason, he switched to normal cigarettes, and now he had serious issues getting rid of them. Mainly because it's only the trigger to stop the habit was that it was costing too much money. And Alex and I then discussed among ourselves, like, when you really want to quit a habit, when you really want to make a change in life, you need a reason that will stick with you. Money sounds like a good reason, but most of the time it is not. It is really a decision that you have to make within yourself. So if you want to change your life, you have to find a valuable reason. No one is able to tell you. No one is able to judge you. You are the only one able and capable to find a reason to stop a certain habit. Like, if the guy really wanted to have stopped smoking, he could have brought up many different causes. Like, I want to live healthier, I want to move more, I want to be fit, you can think of many different things. But because his only reason was, I want to quit because it's costing too much money, that in your mind, that's just not a valuable reason. And then we were talking about the reasons why people would quit. And actually the book, The Let Them Theory from Mel Robbins, describes this really well. In order to change your life, you really need something valuable. Other people cannot force you to do things. Actually, in human nature, it is the case. If someone keeps telling you, like, you must do this, you must do that, it is better for your health, it is better to exercise, I will love you more. The human brain actually turns itself off for negative feedback. And that also goes for your own feedback. That's why it is important to really find a valid reason to stop the habit you are doing. And in the training, we were talking about the leadership style that is most important in this new world, which is to enable a person to change, to enable a person to find a solution, to do whichever thing they want to do to achieve something in life. So there are different kind of leadership, but the one that really stands out and the one that really teaches you as a person how you can change your life is by encouraging, enabling leadership. And because you were doing that, and because he was asking himself open questions with the help of us, because we helped him ask him certain questions like, what is the reason you started smoking? And what is the reason you stopped smoking? What is the reason you want to continue? And it is just questions like that that made him think, and made him think more and more and more. And in the end, he came up like, okay, thanks guys. I think I do really have a valid reason now for me to stop smoking. I am not very happy in life. And I think I'm pulling away to the smoking because I want to get some comfort. I want to get relaxing in life. And in order to change that to a healthier habit, I want to change it to something that will suit me more. So for me, I'm going to try to walk every single day 10,000 steps. And hopefully that will keep my mind focused in order to do stuff. I will still keep watching Netflix, still keep doing the things that allowed me to smoke. Those were the routines I built it in. But with this reason, he thought, and I'm curious to find out if he really does, but he thought this was for a valid reason for him to finally stop smoking. So instead of him saying, I quitting smoke to smoke, he actually found a valid reason because he empowered himself and because we asked the right questions for him to think about it. So we were really glad that helps. And when it comes back to the empowering or enabling a person's mindset within the leadership, that I mentioned in the book, Let Them Theory, it also describes like how important it is if you want to change something, you have to stop caring about what others think of you. You are the only one that is capable of making a change in your life. Of course, people can inspire you, but you are the only one that can make a decision. And if you want to help your partner stop a bad habit, for example, there is no valid reason to keep telling him to do certain things, because it, as mentioned earlier in the video, it will block the negative feedback to your partner or to your friend or whoever you're talking to. As long as you're having the talk, it will block that negative feedback, and it will actually start doing the opposite. Because despite not actually getting it, human nature is to push against something because you want to decide something for yourself. So if you want to have your partner change a certain habit, inspire him. Start working on the habit that you want your partner to start. So let's take the example of smoking. And if your partner is smoking and you really wanted to quit, what you can do is not complain about him smoking and not complaining about him getting healthier. That simply won't work. Instead, start inspiring. Start doing the routine that will inspire your partner to change that habit. So what you can do is every morning and every day you start doing exercises. You start walking outside, which is a lot easier when you're not smoking. That's a side point. But start inspiring your partner by doing the habit that you want your partner to do. So in this case, when you do start walking, it may take months, it may even take years. But if you keep sticking to that habit, you will inspire your partner. That is just the way it goes. People get inspired by things. Take an example at work. If you see someone is going out for a walk during lunch, might take time, but eventually you'll be inspired by that person living healthier. You might even want to start walking yourself. So if you want someone to change, inspire him. Don't push him back, and get him or her to change that habit. Yeah. I'm gonna keep this video short because this is the point I was trying to make. Let me know which habit you are dealing with, and more importantly, which reason you have to change your life, or what reason your partner or how your partner inspired you in order to change your life. I would really love to hear those inspirational stories. My goal is to help people have a better life. I want to do this by inspiring you. And if there's one person I can inspire to change their life in order for the better, my life and my goal is already succeeded. So let me know down in the comments below and let's talk. There's one thing left to say. Define your goals, stay on track. You will. you're living a good life.